I do know how to make tacos. Never signed me like that.
Nah, but if you didn't know, my dog Jeezy's in the news again. We gonna give it to you. Looks like Jeannie Mae says she found out about her divorce from Jeezy at the same time as the rest of the world. I was gutted. And she said this on one of her friends' TV shows. I don't know why I read it. I forgot it. I skipped it, but
Yeah, I was like, man, where is this? I don't know
so
this story.
nah, but I got you. But we got the video right here of Jeannie Mae talking about the whole situation, and then
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
fill you
you
in
you
with the
hold it
rest.
down. I gotta get a cup.
Jeannie, things are different from the last time you were here. Some unexpected news broke about your marriage.
I was going through things, and marriage ended in divorce, and it was kind of hard. So yeah, it's what I'm dealing with day by day, you know.
And how are you doing now?
Um, well, I think I'm doing better now. You know, I think at the time when I found out, you know, at the same time as the rest of the world that my marriage was ending in divorce, I was gutted. So yeah, today it's about picking up the pieces. It's about discovering me and being a mom to the best blessing in my life, my little girl. You know?
Accentuating the positive
Absolutely.
and the beauty in
I
life.
think even though this year I met the most broken version of me, I also met the strongest version of
I
me
love how
today.
you said that. That's going to empower so many.
Yeah.
So was the broken version of you before or after you said you like a side of dark meat? Because I'm confused. Like it make sense. Because
You said you what?
that's what Jeannie Mae said in when she was on the TV her TV show. She was like, you know, I like a side
I'm
of
gonna
dark
bring us
meat.
back.
Because Jeannie Mae was married. She was married. She didn't want to have kids with the dude. She didn't want to have kids, period. Then she started talking to Jeezy. And then she's like, oh, all of a sudden I want kids. And she started talking about, oh, I like the dark meat at Kentucky Fried Chicken. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But Jeezy said it's all.
So she's saying that since she likes eating dark meat, she likes dark men.
What do you think dark meat? Oh my God.
That's disrespectful. It's disrespectful, Jeannie. And I
Exactly.
don't approve.
Exactly. So Jeezy saying is reportedly it's
Do you
all
like dark meat or white
pause.
meat?
First off,
I'm talking about chicken, fool. Get your mind out the gut.
first off, I get both. Cause you know,
You swing both ways.
I mean, sometimes you gotta double fist it. What am I?
Oh my God, this man is going out like Diddy.
Oh, this guy's horrible. Hey, you never had two jumps at the same time?
We heard it about you.
You acting like I said I'm eating two glizzies at the same time.
Glizzy gone, apparently.
That do sound kind of fire. Hey, we need to make some chili cheese dogs after this.
No, it's funny that people make fun of that, but it's actually the chili cheese dogs at Sonic are pretty good. But you gotta cut them up. You gotta cut them up. Can't catch you lacking. You gotta
Fact.
cut them up and eat them with a fork.
Fact. But speaking of cutting them up, man, Jeezy trying to cut up Jeannie Mae. Jeezy trying to cut up Jeannie Mae, saying she's all lying, it's all cap. You know, she knew what was going on after all the divorce people, all the therapists saying that this relationship is in the crapper. Isn't going to work.
I never thought it was gonna work. I thought apparently that there was like too much going on. That she was very family
Oriented.
orient.
Her brother,
Oriented.
like, could you live with a girl that? Could you marry a woman that also you also had to when you married her she had to bring in her mom and also her son? I mean, and also her brother.
Her brother. It depends on how cool her family is, because it depends. Maybe if I'm a millionaire, I mean, I might not mind. If her mom's like cool and can make like really good snacks, I mean, that would be awesome. If the brother's like good at video games and knew about sports, and I could play him 1-on-1 and beat him, that's even better.
But what if the mom doesn't like any of your friends? Because you mean he is a rapper, so you know a whole bunch of people. Our rappers have a whole bunch of entourage. So
I mean, he's got to move past that.
so I have to give all my friends for this.
Not all his friends, just the ones that stink. You
How am I
can't
supposed to
be
figure out who
having
stink?
out your friends that are gonna mess up the furniture, gonna make the house stink. If anything, he needs to have like a game room or like a game shed or a game garage. It's a detached garage that his friends could go to that's separate from the house, so they don't got to see him. That's how you handle a business. You'd be like, oh, I have friends coming over. We're gonna be, or you know, like when someone has a pool, when they have like the pool house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be hanging out in the pool house with my boys. We're gonna be watching the game. Text me or call me if you need me. So that way they don't even got to see him. They could come in the side gate and go right into the pool house. That's got to do it, man. You got to know how to do it, Jeezy.
You think it's that easy?
It is that easy.
I mean, hey.
Or you got to tell your girl, go hang out in the room by yourself. I'm hanging out with my boy in the living room.
What if she always talk about, oh yeah, it's always rowdy over there? Why come every day they come over?
That's why if you're rich, man, I don't understand it. You shouldn't have these problems. This is like poor people.
If you're
problems.
rich, your mom shouldn't be living with you. You should have her living in like Hawaii or Barbados. Why can't she live there where you're rich? Move her to some place that she wants to live. You want to
What
live?
if she loves her mom, wants to see her every day?
FaceTime. It's 2024. What do you mean?
I mean, if I'm having kids with a girl, you also want like a babysitter. And plus, I ain't like trying
I'm rich.
I'm not trying to trust my kid because, there's freaking weirdos out there that could do whatever. There's people that allegedly punch babies sometimes and they catch them on footage. I ain't trying to do that. Nah, moms could stay and moms could watch the kid when need be. And if mom's too old, shoot, we can get mom her own pool house and then have assisted care where someone comes during the day and helps her. And then someone maybe checks with her or stays with her at night at a night shift. That's their type of rich. This should literally be no issue.
But the issue is actually that Jeezy feels like Jeannie Mae is gatekeeping the child because he's trying to.
What does she mean by gatekeeping? It's their child.
She's not
letting him see the child.
It's like, have you seen that trend that's going on lately? Like how women are like, I seen this one video of this girl and she was talking to her baby daddy. Baby daddy was in the car. She was outside and she was like, he was like, oh, I can't see my child. I was like, oh no, you can't see him because you be too friendly. And he was like, what you mean? You got a whole dude. So you mean your whole dude can talk to hang around my kid, hold my kid, but as soon as you see me around a girl, I can't see my kid. She's like, yep. And it's just that easy. Like you can't do anything.
I mean, you got to watch who you're having kids with out there. There's crazy women.
It is. So, I mean, basically.
and eventually, and if it gets something like that, you better make sure you have your stuff together because if you need to, you better, instead of just arguing and doing all that, take them to court and have the court decide who gets the time, who gets the what, and have them where they monitor it. Because if you can't trust a woman, that's the only way to do it.
True that. And also, it's the crazy thing about it. I've been thinking like, so, what I was thinking? So, people, why, like, I don't understand why would people even do something like this? Like, why would you want to keep your child away
People
from
are petty. That's the only reason. There's not like any other reason than that. If they're jealous or they feel like that they're not getting supported financially, like through child support,
alimony,
or alimony or what they're getting, that's like then they feel justified in keeping the kid away because they're like, they don't deserve this. They're not providing me with what I need as a mother. They don't deserve the time with their child. Is their thought process right or wrong?
That's messed up.
That's what they think.
I mean, that's messed up. You gotta let your kid be around their father. I mean, and that's messed up how they can just take away. Remember how like
I even knew a girl
Uh-huh.
that, I mean, bless her soul, I wouldn't, if I was a woman in this position, I wouldn't have done this. But she had a man that was ducking child support, and she still let him see the kid. Even though even though that like she was getting $0 from the man because she wanted her daughter to at least know who it was.
That's nice. That's real people. I mean, I have ran into some girls that told me, what's crazy? You ever run into a girl that told you that if you get me pregnant, I won't put you on child support. Like I'm not the type of girl to put you on. I'm not the type of girl to believe in child support. I
don't really start talking about that right away, but
only reason we talk about it right away is because I guess because you see so much about it online.
Oh yeah,
about child support and everything. It's always a topic. Or like the child support show on, like if you watch Divorce Court and all that, you watch
Judge Mathis and
child support. Judy. So, I mean that's crazy. But I mean, I pray he be able to see his kid, get partial custody. But the fact that she's going for full custody, and also they signed a prenup. But I'm also finding out in 2020, I'm finding out that prenups aren't prenups. Like. You can do a prenup, and there's always a lawyer trying to break that prenup. Like, oh yeah,
they're always trying to find some way out of it. And allegedly, what the prenup is, if they're cheating or even caught, sexting or texting someone in a flirtatious way, that they could face major penalties in the divorce, where the other person gets rewarded more funds.
One thing I liked about it was the fact that he had a whole bunch of verbiage in it where like it won't be just him, like, cause you know how guys, they just gonna talk about sexing with the girl and they gonna smash the girl. With girls, they gonna do like other things like, oh yeah, you know, he bought me lunch, but it ain't nothing. Like, nah, we talk about, it put an emotional thing in there. It talk about everything. So
Well, it's not okay to have work wives.
that's cheating.
That's cheating.
Work wives, work husbands, that's cheating. Cause she's touching you. If anything you
Whoa,
can't do in front of your,
why does it got to be touching?
anything you can't do in front of your significant other is cheating.
What could I not do? I can't eat lunch with another girl.
Is she sitting next to you?
Well, it depends on how the seating is. Sometimes that's how the seating is.
I don't know. I mean, if you want to test your mic, you can test your mic.
I mean, what if it's a square table? She can't sit in the corner of the square with you. She got to sit across.
I mean, I don't know. The type of girls that I deal with, the girl
They
that
stalking you.
that other girl, she gonna have to sit in the bathroom because she can't sit nowhere close to me.
No, I really, to be honest, most girlfriends are like, you need to eat with your guy friends or eat alone. If there is a girl that comes and joins the group, you need to say that I need to go.
Then she FaceTimes you the whole lunch. Oh, have you ever seen those guys at work? They just like FaceTime their girlfriend the whole time.
No. I haven't seen that because I mean, a lot of people, their schedules don't match up, especially if they're both working. There, sometimes their lunches don't match up. But I did have a bro back in the day, where his ex would like always call and see what he's doing. He's like, "Oh, I'm shooting hoops with my guys," and she'll be like, "Okay, that's cool. Well, you can leave the phone on speaker and just put it in the corner." And
What?
it's like, you want to listen to us shoot hoops outside? She'd be like, "Yeah."
She trying to make sure there's no girls there.
Yeah, and it's like, it's literally dudes.
It's
I'm at my house.
Sit them at my house.
It's funny stuff.
But I mean, I pray for this whole situation. I pray that they treat each other fairly. What's the thing where like it's an amicable divorce, and also what's it called when you have when you both have custody?
What, joint custody?
Yeah, a successful joint custody,
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
which basically means don't
upon.
have sex with your baby mama. That's what it basically means. As long as you don't have sex with your baby mama, you'll be fine.
What do you mean, like what? After you break up?
Yeah, after you break up, because that's the only time that like everything always goes down the hole.
It's funny. That's why they say, a lot of people say don't trust women with kids because the baby daddy will come around and she'll always let him come back.
Yeah, that's true. And also the rule is don't talk to any girl that kid is under the age of 5, because under the age of 5, the relationship is still alive. See, it rhymed because it rhymed. That's how you know it's true when it rhymes.
It's crazy. There's allegedly somewhere there was one of us that didn't follow that rule. But it's a crazy story.
And technically, he was 7, but the problem is that they had too many other ones that it was. Hey, but you know what's one thing though? I never asked for money. I stood on business. Never asked for money. I was a good stepdad. I played that game for 30 days and I'm done with it. Never again. I'd never be a fresh and fit dude again. I'm just saying. A goofy.
But anything else on Jeezy?
Nah, nothing else on Jeezy. Also, no, before we move on, you know what? When I saw this clip, I normally would have thought when I looked down the comments that a whole bunch of women will be on Jeannie Mae's side, like, yeah, you're right. Jesus is an animal. He's a dog, but nobody was on her side.
You know what women love to hate more than a man?
What?
Another woman.
It's not black.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Just women love to hate other women.
I don't understand that. But it's too much, man. We're going to get into that later, man.
That's always like it's crazy. I remember one time I had this manager, and like you could literally tell that she like hated all the girls on her team, because if you work places, sometimes you have teams of like 8 to 15, and like the manager would be freaking jerks. She would be like the most scrutinizing, like over their work, like they did anything wrong. She would be like unacceptable. But the dudes, she'd be like, oh, I looked it over. You did perfect. So tell me about yourself. And it was this lady that was like older. She just loved all the dudes and hated all the younger girls.
She was trying to give her that free overtime.
If it was an older girl, she would be maybe okay with her. But all the younger girls, she straight up hated them. It was crazy. She was sexist against women as a woman.
She was trying to make you put that down payment on the Jordans, but in another way.
You gotta earn that promotion.
You gotta earn them Jordan, them 13s. You know them Oreos coming out next week. What you gonna do for them? Crazy.
Besides that,
you having flashbacks? What you do for them Oreos, Gavin?
I don't even have
You
the
was
Oreos.
working in the.
I don't got the Oreos. I didn't put in that work.
Oh,
You know who does have the Oreos?
he did put in a lot of overtime. He was never at the parties we went to.
Calm down, Diddy Bop. But
moving on, we
it's your
talking.
favorite time of the show.
Man, it's time for my dog Hunter